Hey, I'm Lawrence Monterosa with the Monterosa Real Estate Team. Super excited today to be visiting my favorite Mexican restaurant, Castillo's Mexican Restaurant. We're gonna go inside and meet my good friend Jeanette, who's part owner of Castillos. She's gonna explain to us what makes them different, talk about some of their new traditional dishes, and introduce us to her staff. Come on, let's go take a look. Hey, I'm Lawrence Monterosa with the Monterosa Real Estate Team. Today I'm at Castillo's Mexican Restaurant in South San Jose. We're going to be interviewing Miss Jeanette Castillo, and we're going to talk a little bit about what makes Castillo's different from the average restaurant. Hey Jeanette, how are you?
I'm good.
Good, thank you for having us down here at your restaurant. So let's get right into it. How did Castillo's Mexican Restaurant begin?
Yes, so Castillos actually began with a dream.
Okay.
My dad came here when he was about 18 years old.
Okay.
And he started working two jobs, as well with, my mother.
Okay.
And as a side job, like they started selling tamales. So that was like their first official food business, you could say.
Okay.
So, you maybe like about 10 years pass and they decide to open a restaurant.
Right.
So the funny thing is that I was about 11 years old. My dad brought me here.
Okay.
And he's like, I have a surprise for you. And I was like, okay, I was excited. We come in the door and then I was like, what is it? I was really confused.
Right.
Because back then, of course, everything was empty.
Right.
I had no clue. And then he's like, this is yours.
Right.
And I was like, what do you mean? And me being an 11-year-old, I was like super confused. And he's like, yeah, this is gonna be ours. And then he tells me, he's like, we're gonna have a restaurant.
Right.
And then we maybe fast forward to like a couple months and we are open for business. Back then it wasn't what it is now.
Right.
So it was just one side of the business.
I remember it was just that little side over there, not this whole.
Yeah.
I remember that.
We only had like about 8 tables.
Yeah.
Very small little area. Same kitchen. Only like about 4 to 5 workers,
Right.
And instantly we got, customers.
Right.
Yeah, I was so surprised because at that time, of course, my parents, they didn't have any education, no
Right.
college degree, no English,
Right.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, if they could, do this, like
Right.
imagine what I can do.
Right.
Because, I had the opportunities to go
Right.
to school. I have both languages,
Right.
I feel like I have, the opportunity to do more with it now. But yeah.
So that leads into my next question. What makes Castillo's different? I mean, there's a lot of Mexican restaurants in San Jose. Why would somebody want to come here and try the food and take in the environment? What makes you guys different?
Yeah, so Castillo's name alone is, Castillo's family restaurant, which means that any person that comes in here gets a little, taste of our own home,
Right.
Our own home, our own culture, you could say. We bring that, of course, with the foods that we provide.
Right.
Also, with a lot of the Mexican culture,
Right.
our values are very strong.
Right.
One of them being family. And
Right.
family, whenever we have anybody come in here, we treat them as is,
Right. Right.
Even with our staff, with our own staff, we want to make sure they feel as comfortable as possible, and of course, make them feel that they're, part of our own
Right.
family. So, that's one of our main things that separate us
Right.
from other businesses.
Now, how about the food? Tell us about the food.
Okay, so in terms of food, we have a lot of traditional dishes.
Right.
Our most, I would say, famous is the mole. That one contains about 23 plus ingredients.
Okay.
And it's really, time consuming. It's very difficult to make.
Right.
So it's a lot of hard work put into that.
Okay. Right.
And it's a really delicious dish that I think you guys should try.
Right.
And we also have the fish tacos, you know, that those are pretty good. And then we have the pozole. You know, pozole for us is like the main dish during our festivities.
Right.
So like when we're gonna have, when there's let's say Christmas or New Year's,
Right.
or whatever holiday, you know, we're celebrating, we always have to have our pozole. You know, like that's like the main dish.
I love the chicken pozole myself.
Yeah.
I think I want to have some today, as a matter of fact.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we actually
My next question for you is, you know, you mentioned the food and you mentioned the family value. What can somebody expect if they come in here into the restaurant on any day? What could they expect to experience?
Definitely, we try to bring our best. You know, we want to make sure that everyone leaves happy, that everyone has a great experience. You know, I'm not always here, but when I am, I ask everyone, every table, if they need anything, if anything was wrong. I want to make sure that that person is satisfied with what, you know, they ordered. Yes, and I always try to tell, you know, the rest of our staff, you know, always make sure that they are leaving happy. You know, when they come in here, treat them as if it was your own family. So that's like the main, you know, experience that we want everyone to leave with, happy and.
My next question for you is, where are you located if somebody wants to come down here and try the food?
Yeah, so we are located in 5639 Cotto Road.
Okay.
And you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Castillos Mex Restaurant. So it's Castillos MEX Restaurant.
One last little thing. What are we going to do if they come in?
Yes. Okay, so I have a little promotion going on for you guys. If you see this video and when you come in, if you mention Monte Rosa Real Estate Team, you will receive a 10% discount from us.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm excited for you guys.
All right, perfect. I appreciate your time today. I know it's very busy in here. It's very loud. A lot of people eating lunch. So we definitely appreciate your time, and I appreciate you, you know, opening your doors for us. There you have it, family and friends. Lawrence Monterosa with the Monterosa Real Estate Team with Miss Jeanette Castillo. If you know of another small business doing exceptional work like Castillo's Restaurant, let me know. I want to meet them, I want to interview them, and I want to spotlight their business. You could reach me at 408-418-6702. Thank you and have a great day.
Yonder.